Yo, Genkinanam. Today we are going to read a book called Little Bear's Vision Quest. It's one of my favorite books. Long ago, when the world was new, animal people lived in villages by the sea. The largest and wealthiest of these villages belonged to the bear clan. The bear people were the most powerful rulers in the whole forest. Little Bear belonged to this clan, but Little Bear had very selfish ways. He put on airs and imagined himself to be better than his animal people brothers and sisters. One day, Little Bear was walking in the meadow and he met a doe. She called, "Brother Bear, can't find me." Little Bear taunted, spindly legs, nothing but a spindly legs. I'm much too wonderful to play with you, can't you see?" Sister Deer started to cry and walk sadly towards the forest. Little Bear was feeling very smug with himself, and he went sauntering down the forest to look for Wolf. Wolf playfully leapt from behind the bush. Wolf said, "Brother Bear, can't catch me." Little Bear said, "Bears don't play with dogs. Whimper and whine. I'm much too beautiful to play with you. Can't you see?" Wolf, who had been feeling very good inside and playful, now felt a tight knot in the pit of his stomach. Later that afternoon, Little Bear was tramping through the meadow, smashing everything in his path. He spotted the swallows and Brother Raccoon and pretended to ignore them. The little swallows and raccoon said, "Brother Bear, come and sing a melody." Little Bear said impolitely, "Bears don't sing with animal people who look like masked robbers and itty-bitty swallows. Itty-bitty, nothing but an itty-bitty, teeny-tiny swallow. I'm much too powerful to play with you. Can't you see?" Little Bear turned around and walked away, not seeing how his unkind words made the swallows and raccoon hang their heads. He walked through the forest for a while. Suddenly he noticed the quiet. Little Bear had no one left to play with and started to feel sorry for himself. Little Bear wandered down the beach and met Grandfather Bear. Grandfather Bear asked, "Why are you so sad, Little Bear?" Little Bear replied, "I'm all alone, can't you see?" Grandfather Bear asked, "Where are all your friends, Little Bear?" Little Bear mumbled, "I don't know, Grandfather, and I don't care. They're all dumb anyway." Grandfather asked, "Why are they dumb, Little Bear?" "Because they don't want to play with me," answered Little Bear. Grandfather asked, "Why don't they want to play with you, Little Bear?" Little Bear answered, "Because they're all jealous of me, Grandfather." Grandfather looked long at Little Bear. "So you are saying it's your friend's fault and not yours?" Yes, that's right, Grandfather," said Little Bear. "Are you sure, Little Bear?" asked Grandfather. "Yes, don't you believe me?" whined Little Bear. Grandfather replied angrily, "Not only do you treat your friends badly, you lie to your grandfather. Raven told me of your rudeness and how you hurt the others by calling them names. You bring shame on our house, Little Bear. You must learn how to act properly and respect others. You are banished to the island, Little Bear." Little Bear whined, "But why, Grandfather?" But he knew why. At last he asked, "For how long, Grandfather?" Grandfather replied, "Search in your heart for the answer, Little Bear. Here is what you must remember to do. Go down to the ocean each morning and dip a cedar bough in the ocean. Brush the cedar bough over your body, This will help you scrub away your bad deeds and thoughts. While you are in the forest, little bear, wait, listen, and look. What shall I wait for, Grandfather? Asked Little Bear. Grandfather replied, when your heart and mind are pure, a helping power spirit will come to you. Tomorrow, Sister Whale will take you to the island training ground. Dumb old whale, muttered Little Bear. Grandfather spoke sharply. What was that, Little Bear? Nothing, Grandfather, mumbled Little Bear. The next morning, Whale took Little Bear to the island in a canoe. Little Bear was angry and felt that he had been treated unfairly. Whale left, and Little Bear was alone on the island. Little Bear slumped down, annoyed, and muttered to himself, Grandfather's mad at me just because the others are so stupid and can't take a joke. They make such a big deal out of being called a few names. What a bunch of babies. Well, who needs them anyways? They'll all see. I'll just sit here and wait. They'll come for me. I'm much too important to leave here alone. They'll come. Little Bear heard a noise, and he asked in a quivering little voice, Wolf, is that you, Wolf? No, Little Bear, it's me, Owl. Oh, hello, Owl, Little Bear replied sadly. Owl inquired, Why are you so sad, Little Bear? Little Bear replied, Grandfather sent me to this island. Owl asked, Why did he do that, Little Bear? Little Bear answered crossly, Because the other animals are jealous of me and won't play with me, and it's just not fair. Owl asked, Why do you think it's not fair, Little Bear? Little Bear replied bitterly, I was only joking and called them a few little names, and they got all upset. Then old Busybody Raven told Grandfather. Owl asked, Do the others call you names, Little Bear? Little Bear answered, Of course not. I'm their friend. Owl asked, How would you feel if they called you names? Little Bear answered sharply, I wouldn't care. Owl wisely said, If you wouldn't care, why are you so sad, Little Bear? Owl left, and Little Bear was left all alone once again. The days were growing shorter, and the winds were much sharper. Little Bear missed his loving grandfather and decided to listen to the words of his grandfather. Each morning, Little Bear went to the ocean and dipped the cedar bough in the frigid waters. He brushed himself all over with the cedar bough. The daily ritual and rhythm of meeting with the ocean helped Little Bear reflect on who he was and who he would like to be. After several weeks, he felt stronger inside and experienced a sense of peace like he had never felt before. As Little Bear continued to go to the ocean each morning, he remembered the lessons his mother had taught him. Little Bear recalled how she showed him how to look for the fattest grubs under stumps. His mouth watered as he recollected reaching into the tree and pulling out pieces of honeycomb and licking the delicious honey. He began to practice what his mother had taught him. By the time the first flakes of snow had started to fall, Little Bear was fattening up enough to survive the winter. He looked for a den and went into a light sleep. While he was drifting off, he again heard his grandfather's words to listen, wait, and look. Little Bear had survived his training and became self-sufficient. He had learned patience and how to wait. Little Bear could hear the waves crashing and the wind moving the trees. The sound and rhythm reminded him of the deer hoofs and rattles that were used in the winter ceremonies when someone received a name. As Little Bear went into a deeper sleep, he saw a magnificent bear that was covered with First Nations ovoids and U-shaped designs. Little Bear had never seen such a beautiful animal person before. What Little Bear was actually seeing was his own reflection in a huge water drop falling from the icicles hanging from the cave opening. Listening to and thinking about his grandfather's words had helped Little Bear become self-reliant and a good person inside. He had washed away the badness and opened his heart and mind to a helping power spirit. The beauty and the power of his culture was reflected in his coat. Now his own spirit had become dignified and strong instead of mean and small. As Little Bear went into a deeper sleep, he saw a magnificent bear that was covered with First Nations ovoids and U-shaped designs. Little Bear had never seen such a beautiful animal person before. What Little Bear was actually seeing was his own reflection in a huge water drop falling from the icicles hanging from the cave opening. Listening to and thinking about his grandfather's words had helped Little Bear become self-reliant and a good person inside. He had washed away the badness and opened his heart and mind to a helping power spirit. The beauty and the power of his culture was reflected in his coat. Now his own spirit had become dignified and strong instead of mean and small. In the spring, Sister Whale returned and called, "Are you ready to go back, Little Bear?" Little Bear said softly, "Yes, friend Whale, I am ready to go back." Whale inquired, "How do you know you're ready to go back, Little Bear?" Little Bear answered humbly, "I realize now that I was unkind and cruel to my friends. If I am to have friends, I must treat them as I would like to be treated, with love, kindness, and respect." Whale said, "Yes, Little Bear, you are ready to go back." Whale towed Little Bear triumphantly back to shore. Grandfather, his family, and all his friends were waiting. They all greeted him happily, singing a welcoming song for his return. Little Bear started to cry. His friends were concerned and asked him why he was crying. Little Bear answered, "I have treated you so badly, and yet you honor me upon my return." The animal people replied, "True friendship means forgiveness." Little Bear asked, "Grandfather, may I return to the village?" Grandfather replied lovingly, "You were never gone, Little Bear. You were always in my heart. You have searched inside yourself, Little Bear, and found the true path to friendship, harmony, and peace. Welcome home, Little Bear. Welcome home." Oh, yo, Weeksas.
Eekman, Weeksas.
Ah, Eekman. Did you like our story today?
Yeah, Eekman.
So, what did you like about this story? What did you learn?
Mayacha.
Ah, Mayacha. That's a good word. What does it mean to you?
Respect. Respect yourself, respect others, and treat people the way you want to be treated.
That's a good lesson. I'm glad you learned that, Queer. Have a good day, Queer. Halakisla.
Halakisla.
Halakisla kinginanam.
Halakisla.